It's a vicious cycle. If you get to a point where it's like you're so rewarded for being that type of a girl, then girls who are normal girls are being pushed out of the market. And men can't meet any normal women. That's what ends up happening. It becomes this vicious cycle.
Cheated and I'm proud. And this is my punishment. And I'm proud. See? Girls support girls. I cheated and I'm proud. I'll say it with my chest. Hell yeah, I'll do it again. The girls are like so supportive, and I'll do it again. And I'll do it again. Thank you, Queen. That's what I was. Oh, she gets it. I cheated, and I'm proud.
That's funny that you picked this out because about 2 weeks ago, there was another Instagram video like this, and it was this guy. He was married. He was being paraded through a mall with a similar like sign that was sort of, like a scarlet letter, put it over him. And it said, I cheated or something. The wife is there just pointing out, he cheated. And
everyone's scolding him.
Yeah, everyone's schooling him, and everybody's like wants to throw shit at him and just like scold him and shame him and everything. And it is such a contrast to this one. Everybody's like, yeah, you go, girl.
Not only you go, girl, like that. The dudes were like, well, sounds to me like she's DTF. Let me get her number. Can I get a picture with you? Let me get your number. Clearly, you're DTF. Let's hang out.
I wonder if it would be any different if a person who is not like a woman who is unattractively, like someone who might be like bigger or don't have a pretty face.
In that situation, there's no way in polite society today, as woke as things are, for any one of those dudes to come up and shame her for what she did, unless she is actually walking by Zerka, Sneeko, and Myron Gaines. Like, it's not happening. No one is walking up to her and be like, you should be ashamed, you whore. No one's going to say that to her in polite company because that's just not how society works anymore. But if you're a man, they sure as hell will.
How about this?
What do you do for work? I'm a content creator, which is code for OnlyFans model, real estate agent, part-time bottle girl, part-time personal trainer. I'm also an at-home girlfriend.
So, what are you looking for? True love. I want a guy to pay all my bills, a penthouse in Brickell or south of 5th, a G-Wagon, I would settle for a Range Rover, a BBL, my nails done, and a Pilates membership.
Okay, nice. So you're into Pilates. Duh. Jet set, solid core, fuse house, 450. I also love memes and ass and abs stay at Barry's.
Any other hobbies? Facials by Melissa Fox, face tuning, Ozempic, Botox, lip fillers, walking around Design District, tanning at the Paena, and shopping at Bal Harbor. Any fun plans this weekend? Yate with the girls with a sponsor who we will not be tagging on Instagram.
Oh, that sounds really fun. Yeah. So, can I get a hit of your vape?
That is Miami. There's another one for
I'm surprised Moxie's wasn't on there.
And you have the LA one? We did. We have another one for Los Angeles. So. But it's one of these things where two things. When I meet women in Los Angeles or in Miami, the level of vapidness seems to be the same, and those answers all tend to be the same. But they don't care because they're hot. It doesn't make any difference. You can call them out for every single unaccountable thing they do. It doesn't make any difference because they're going to get attention from 10,000 men. What do they care about any accountability we try to impugn on them?
I keep throwing this out there too. I am so sick to fucking death of hearing people talk about, oh, we're going to hold women accountable. They're going to be accountable. This whole show is about holding women accountable. No, it's not. It's not about holding women accountable. You're not changing anybody's mind. You're not changing anybody's lives.
It's like those people that
just
are
shut
like
up with the accountability.
Far right and far left is more if you push far right, the other person's going to go far left.
Listen, the only
how many people have changed their lives because of Fresh and Fit or whatever podcast or even this podcast?
Men have changed their lives, but how many women have come back a year later like, thank you, Myron?
Yeah, it really affected me.
I stopped cheating on my boyfriend because of what you said.
I just feel like I did not this playbook of like being a bop that everyone else is playing. I just never got this playbook.
Yeah, but it's crazy when you see it. And by the way, if you use it to your advantage as a man, you'll end up with a lot of women.
It's the difference between LA and Brickell.
What's the difference between here and there?
Yacht parties.
Yacht parties. Yes.
Like I'll be honest with you, like in LA, there's like a middle class for women and there's a normal type of woman in LA. In Brickell, it's nothing but influencers and sugar babies. Like there's a couple girls do cocktail serving, whatever, but like it's so transactional in Miami. It's crazy. And I know people think it's more transactional here. No, a girl can make $100K a year as a pit boss here or a blackjack dealer or cocktail serving at a strip club. There's so many things that a woman can do here besides sex work to make a good living. Whereas Miami, I don't know that there is. I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem like that. So that's like that. I think big difference. Go ahead.
I don't know.
I was just there, and I danced for a few nights, and I wasn't overly impressed. I think the bar there is low, and they're willing to do a lot.
What do you mean?
In Miami.
Yeah, exactly.
Miami.
Well, that's
do
what
a lot
that's
more for a lot
That's
less.
exactly what I'm saying. But the thing is, they're willing to do more for less because other women are willing to do more for less. And so the transactional nature of Miami, I've never been any place like that. Like the idea of meeting a beautiful girl and going on a date with her and she likes you for you, I think is a foreign entity in Miami. I don't think it happens.
You don't think that doesn't happen here?
I think it happens. I think that happens here, but I also have met girls who like me for me here.
Do you think there are more sugar babies in Miami than Vegas or LA?
Per capita, Miami would be number one.
I would say
For sugar babies,
in total,
I
it will
feel-
be. In total, it'll be LA, but it depends on what sections of LA.
I feel like, yeah, in Miami for sugar babies specifically, yes.
It's a vicious cycle. If you get to a point like they are in Miami, where it's like you're so rewarded for being that type of a girl, then girls who are normal girls are being pushed out of the market, and men can't meet any normal women. That's what ends up happening. It becomes this vicious cycle. Whereas here, I do think normal dating is possible in Henderson
There is.
and Summerlin. Here in Clark County, I just don't know that it's possible.
There's definitely a
There's hope for you.
disconnect between people who work normal lives and people who are in any kind of Instagram, social media influence thing here. It's very disconnected, I feel. It's either you're a bartender who do OnlyFans or do some kind of sex work, or you are just a normal everyday person that works at like a restaurant.
Yes.
That's how it is here.
You can be both. That's just your brand. or
No,
your
you
job.
can be both. My point is, in Miami, you can't really do anything but that. Like Miami's totally transactional. Whereas here, I think there's regular girls who have regular jobs. Like she's the assistant manager at Jing. You know what I'm saying? She's a bartender at Bel Air. Like she just has normal jobs where she didn't have to sleep her way to get that job. And the other thing is, I'll tell you, it's a really big difference. And I know people are going to disagree with me, but I will put this up against anyone. In Vegas, when girls try out for the pools, they have to go in front of HR. There's an attorney involved. There's no of this sleeping to get a job at Wet Republic. You can't do that here. I know everyone's like, no, that's not true. These are publicly traded companies and privately traded companies. These companies, $100 million in revenue. There's no sleeping your way. In LA and Miami,
It's
I
too
don't know a
messy.
single girl who didn't sleep their way into a job because these are smaller. Again, maybe not Groot Hospitality because that's a big company, but for some of these other like smaller clubs, like literally that's the only way they got their job. I know people will sit there and call cap. Bro, I'm telling you, if you understood the hiring process for some of these nightclubs, you're not going to sleep your way for a job into excess. It just doesn't happen. Ask the girls. It's just not possible
Well-
because the corporation, the Wynn Corporation is involved.